Action News with Atlanta's leading news team. Wes Sargentson, Monica Kaufman. Sports with Jim Biondi. And meteorologist Joni Beckman with the weather.
So it looks like the dry weather pattern will continue with temperatures very pleasant. It'll be pleasantly mild at night, warm in the afternoon, just really terrific weather.
If I said Britton and Brian, who would I be talking about?
I haven't the slightest idea.
Well, you know them by another combination of their names. And the 1-2 punch coming up next on the Drive Time War.
You're looking at the funniest morning radio program in Atlanta.
You're probably saying, "Oh, those turkeys on the radio."
Tomorrow morning, wake up to Ross and Wilson on Z93.
And tonight on Drive Time Wars, Ross and Wilson, relatively new to the market, but making lots of headway in a short time.
Shall we gather by the CNS building?
Yes, friends, it's Reverend Bob of the First Grab for the Gusto Materialist Church of Buckhead, along with the brothers and sisters of the No Jive Choir.
Get down, marching band.
Get down, marching band, bump your butt drill team.
Thank you, children, and stand to the rear.
Good morning, kids. Have a seat.
Ross and Wilson, the brash new kids on the block, out to knock off the old-time leaders in the market. Brian Wilson, graduate of LSU. Ross Britton, Georgia Tech, both with psychology degrees. Half of the teenage audience in Metro Atlanta has the radio dial set in concrete to Z93 from 6 to 10 in the morning. And because of that, a 30-second advertisement on the Ross and Wilson show will cost you $100.
Wait a minute.
Yes,
here.
indeed,
Brian,
for the first time anywhere.
Hold it. Stop the music.
What?
Birthday suit contest?
Birthday suit contest tonight. This is going to be a first, friends. $100 on the line for the best birthday suit out there tonight.
You don't mean?
I'm going to wear mine. Ross is...
Well, we do everything from like slapstick comedy to, you know, the elite snobbish political satire and stuff like that. And there's something for everybody in the show. It's not just one cheap shot about my wife's, bedtime habits, or the gun rack with a pickup truck and everything that my partner drives, or, some redneck out in, Lilburn or something like that.
Ross and Wilson spend a lot of their time making public appearances, sometimes 3 and 4 a day. It's a grueling schedule, and in just over a year they've moved up to 3rd in the ratings, first with teenagers, 3rd overall. Do you listen to the competition?
God, not if I can help it. I don't want to ruin... No. It was several months that we were in the market before I had a chance to listen to any of them, and I listened to them once. That was enough.
Who do you consider your major competition, and why?
Dan Ingram in New York City, because it's his job that we want.
That's right. You got it.
We consider, in all seriousness, I guess longevity is our biggest competition. We don't have any problem as far as knowing that we're better than the people we're up against. It's just a matter of they've been here longer than we are, and radio is a listening habit, and it takes a while to wear those habits down to get people to change from where they are to something better.
One of the main problems for Z93 has been and will be keeping Ross and Wilson in town. They've had offers from San Diego, L.A., Cleveland, Miami, Boston, and New York. Program director John Young says Ross and Wilson are staying right where they are.
Good morning men are hard to find. Morning men are at a premium right now on radio stations because they're hard to find. You want to try to keep them. We had a problem here over the years of people going on to bigger markets and bigger jobs, and we feel lucky they've been here now for a year. They've only been together 2 years. They've been together here a year, and we want to keep them long enough to have some momentum. We feel like...
Do you worry about losing them?
Because they like us. We went through that already. They've had about 3 or 4 job offers in the past year, and we've been able to provide them with an atmosphere that they can be happy with.
Does that mean money? Even the newscasts are a little different on the Ross and Wilson show. John Young does them. He led off the news in the morning we were there with the story of a man and a woman about to get divorced. She was suing him for assault. They had an argument and he got mad. He bit off her nose. Equally outrageous is the patented Ross and Wilson sign-off.
The Ross and Wilson Show was rated
Moving by Allied Van Lines.
The show was recorded live before an energetic studio audience.
Portions of the preceding show were underwater.
The scourge of the airwaves, Randy
Unforgettable
Reeves, is coming up next.
On behalf of the staff and management of Z93.
This is Ross Britton.
And Brian Wilson reminding you, if you can't stand the heat, get out of the spotlight.
Turn those lights off, will you?
Yeah.
We love you, Atlanta.
Oh, and
thanks for coming by.
It's 9:55.
They are a nutty pair, for
They
sure.
are.
Tonight's the night. Reporter Scott Newell has been working on his record all week, and finally, here's our chance to hear the whole thing.
The whole thing had amazed me, taking those few lifeless notes through the most sophisticated electronics I'd ever seen.
Well, the echo sounded good on that. I like that delay, a long delay.
We now had the final product, mixed into stereo tracks that would finally hit the radio airwaves.
Rolling right along here in the tail end of the Ross and Wilson Show. All right, friends. Now, for the first time, well, not for the first time, we've been playing this sucker all week.
That's right. We started.
You know how much money you're into us for now? We're going to play this record right here. This is what we call talking in the record.
That's right. We sort of step over the music until Scott starts to sing.
That's right, because nobody's really interested on this instrumental part anyway.
And with any amount of luck, we'll step on Scott.
Now we got 14 seconds to kill anyway, so why not? Here's Scott.
Always really like to dance. Had the reputation of taking a chance. Love to feel the bass around me, with percussion driving and guitars alive. I like that sound. In Atlanta, TA, it's the best around. Wind it up and turn it on. It's incredible music. I got the Beach Tree rhythm, and everyone knows it starts in your head. Down to your toes, it'll happen to you the way it happened to me. The Beach Tree rhythm with a capital P. If you like to
I'd gone into this.
Coming up next, we'll go around town with Z93's Ross and Wilson.
Thank you, Ken. Tonight on News Scene, we're beginning a new feature. We've looked around town and found that there are a lot of interesting places and things to talk about. In addition to our own Leroy Powell, we've added a new cast of local personalities who will give you their own ideas on things that may have crossed your mind from time to time. Tonight, we go around town with Z93's Ross and Wilson, who take you to Snellville.
This is it. This is the city.
Yes, it's Snellville, Georgia.
Rumored to have an unaccounted population of over 5 million, cleverly hidden somewhere behind the acres of concrete and insect-infested kudzu of Highway 78.
Snellville, gateway to Stone Mountain and site of the recent 1980 Yawning Festival.
Join us for a mild case of Snellville night fever as Ross and Wilson visit Snellville, the place that launched 1,000 quips.
Before venturing out into the jungle that's Snellville nightlife,
we drop by the sprawling Snellville police station to enlist the services of Snellville's controversial
and occasionally even ambivalent Chief of Police J.D. Hewitt. Shown here mustering the troops for a final inspection
before jumping into the new supercharged Snellville pursuit vehicle
before leaving on tour of this fabled metropolis.
Hey, Chief, wait a minute. Stop. You're supposed to go along with it. Wait a minute.
Hold on.
Put the brakes on. Wait a minute. Hey, Chief.
Hello, we're Ross and Wilson. We're out here in the premier night spot of Snellville, the McDonald's.
We had the dubious distinction of opening up this establishment just about a year and a half ago.
And as you can see, things are still hopping.
Hopping.
Right. Play your jack over on the Queen here.
In a moment, we'll show you exactly what life is like here at the McDonald's. As you can see, the excitement is still running rampant here at McDonald's.
This couple is taking part in the latest Snellville craze, Strip Bridge.
And always on the lookout for crime and a freebie, it's the long arm of the law.
Yes, friends, here we see Chief of Police J.D. Hewitt caring for the Snellville Police Department's ammo dump.
You give me a hand here, Chief.
Good. Carefully now.
Here we are at the other hotspot in Snellville, the Pizza Hut.
Yes, friends, here's another group enjoying a night of mirth and merriment as they engage in the Snellville brand of strip poker, where one of a kind is a winning hand.
And of course, over on the other side, enjoying yet still another freebie, we find Snellville Police Chief J.D. Hewitt, the long arm of the law.
Still caring for the Snellville Police Department's ammo dump.
Yes.
And an interesting thing I've noticed here, Ross, of course, things are a lot more conservative out here in Snellville than in Atlanta. Noticing here on the menu that it is impossible to order a pizza all the way.
All too soon, we must take our leave of Snellville.
Yes, this type of high-energy excitement really saps your strength, even as you at home are probably able to feel just from watching this evening.
Slowly,
Reluctantly,
yet with a sense of relief
and urgency,
we leave the hustle and bustle of Snellville nightlife
for the peace and tranquility,
the safety and security of Atlanta.
This is Ross and Wilson for
A lot of good entertainment in Atlanta if you know where to find it. Tonight we go around town with Z93's Ross and Wilson.
Hello, we're Ross and Wilson. This is what a lot of people think you have to go through to get to see quality entertainment here in Atlanta.
Yeah, spending the night.
Maybe 2 nights.
In a sleeping bag on the concrete in front of Gay Day at the Omni.
And no doubt a lot of great action to be seen down at the Omni.
Or the Fabulous Fox.
Or maybe over at the Civic Center Auditorium.
And then there's the Steak and Ale over here in Tucker, where in just a few seconds we're going to take you inside and show you what is probably the most popular group here in Atlanta, Banks and Shane. Now, you can probably go around and see a lot of other groups, too. For example, there's First National.
There's Cullowhee.
You'll find them at such unlikely places as Timothy John's over in Sandy Springs.
Charlie Magruder's or the Atlanta Marriott.
Or maybe over at Ramada Inn on Monroe Drive. One way or the other, lots of great groups. Right now we want you to meet Banks and Shane. Come on inside and watch along with us. Oh, thank you very much. Banks and Shane here at Steak and Ale in Tucker, a really terrific group. Now don't forget, you can see First National or Cullowhee or the Great Rubber Band.
Hey, there's a lot of great Atlanta groups, great Atlanta talent, and available for something less than the $12.50 you're going to pay downtown.
Just listen to our show or check the newspaper. You'll find them all over town. By now, my partner Ross Bluegrass Britton and myself are going to drop back inside to catch the rest of the
John Patrick.
I'm Virginia Gunn, and welcome to PM Magazine. Tonight we're going to go to the studios of Z93 Radio, where you're going to meet two of the craziest guys in town, Ross and Wilson, and they also get paid a lot of money for doing this.
They are nuts, no question about it. In our departments, Natalie Dupree tells us about pesto. Dr. Wasco has a body quiz on what you should know about fever. And Linda Harris continues her great escape to New York City. And then we'll travel to Washington, D.C. and meet the Army's most elite honor guard, the men who guard the tomb of the unknown soldier.
Ross and Wilson. Now, you've probably heard that before. I'm still not sure which one's Ross and which one's Wilson, but they're the morning drive guys over at Z93 Radio. They brought them into Atlanta a while back, and they've kind of taken over the city. They have a tremendous following. They're crazy, and they work beautifully together. They're also two very nice guys, but you got to be quick when you go over to Z93 to interview these guys, because they're really fast. You'll see what I mean.
Z93, it's 8:41. On its way to a high of 96 today with Ross and Wilson, and now time once again for today's episode of
I'm ready.
I knew you would be. Another hospital.
Good morning once again, radio friends. You'll remember yesterday, all our troubles seemed so far away.
Brian.
No, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Law and Order heavyweight Maynard Jackson was just about to run another tire dealer's bleep out of business when in stomped Big Alex Cooley.
Oh, no.
Who said, "This town ain't big enough for both of us." Having a keen sense for the obvious, the mayor quickly replied, "You know, you're right, partner."
The first thing you need to know is which one's Ross and which one's Wilson. Ross Britton is on your left, Brian Wilson is on your right. Now, the crazy duo arrived in Atlanta in July of 1978, and morning radio hasn't been the same since. Before Atlanta, they were a team in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. They quickly took over the ratings there and then moved on to bigger and better things. No one in the public eye is safe from their quick wit.
Record stores around Atlanta reported virtually no sales of the country and western release by alleged columnist Louis Grizzard titled "Ode to Officer Don." Or, "Life can really be a drag when you get stuck with the ooey gooey bag."
Well, wasn't that interesting?
Be with us again, same time yesterday, when Ronco, distributors of the Ron Hudspeth book, "I Was a Stuntman for Captain Kangaroo," brings you another true life episode of Another Hospital.
Transcribed.
Ross and Wilson speaking.
Which one? Who are you and who's who?
I'm
who's
Ross.
who in American Broadcasting?
No. I'm Ross, and
he's Wilson.
Wait a minute. We're going to have to switch too. The camera is right to left, or hold on a second here.
I think we can be.
No, wait a minute.
You go this way, and I'll go that way.
Wait.
I can't. No. Hold.
Here we go.
Wait a minute.
I think we got it now.
Oh, wait, I think that'll hold it.
Let me guess.
It's all right.
That's Ross, and you're Wilson.
I think that's
Is that
close
right?
enough. Wait just a minute. Yep, that's right.
Close enough.
All right. Okay. How did you meet?
Well, I stuck out my right hand.
I put out my hand. I just shook it up and down. I go,
called a handshake.
And then he said, and that was it. Well, folks, our guest commentator this morning from TV5, Virginia Gunn, is going to join us on this commercial.
It's a message from Ross and Wilson Allied Industries, Inc.
Here we go. Say there, friend, are you stuck in a job that doesn't let you express yourself?
Do you have a lot to say and no one to say it to?
Is your name maybe Lou Davis?
Let's put it this way. How many times have you looked at yourself,
dressed up there in your Ku Klux Klan robes, and said,
"Boy, I sure wish someone would pay me a ridiculous amount of money just to tell people what I think about things."
Well, now someone will, thanks to Ross and Wilson's Professional Commentator School.
Why waste time as a poorly paid newspaper columnist like Louis Lazard when you could be making big buckos simply by learning some of the TV tricks of the trade?
Like furrowing your brow to indicate deep concern.
Furrowing your cheeks to indicate moderate concern.
Pursing your lips to indicate scorn.
And the Paul Raymond technique, furrowing your entire
fire ahead when you know you have absolutely nothing to say, or you should not have had that phenoment before you started taping.
And you'll learn how to deliver all the commentators' key observations, such as...
Oh, okay.
Right here, Virginia.
The more things change, the more they stay the same.
And, of course, the always popular...
The answer is most likely neither here nor there, but somewhere in between.
And how could we ever remember the classic...
One thing is for certain, there are no easy answers.
And, of course, the ever-important...
I'll be back with a closing comment after this word from Alpo Dog Food.
So, why not call Ross and Wilson's Professional TV Commentator School today?
And remember our motto, non novi sed alii sixti fuerunt illegitimus non carborundum.
Which, translated from the original Latin means...
harm and wages.
Ross,
the people that you pick on, do you ever hear from them? Does it upset them?
Well, Ross had a crossburn on his lawn after we did the J.B. Stoner spot.
and we noticed that you didn't come over here for a year and a half.
TV5's Virginia Gunn's wardrobe this morning from the Barbara Wawa Emmy Collection.
Breakfast for Ross and Wilson has been catered by the TV5 Bite and Barf Cafe.
The PM Magazine camera crew appeared courtesy TV5's
Mouseketeer chapter.
Thank you.
Transportation for Ross and Wilson furnished this morning by Marta's Bump and Run limousine service.
The essence of it is, though, that as far as what we do is we try to provide an entertaining show every morning. We try to, humor covers such a wide spectrum of intelligence and preferences that we try to do everything from satire to pie in the face, and we try to appeal to those people that are aware of what's going on, regardless of what age they are or race or color, any of the rest of that business. The whole idea of the show is to have fun, and we'll play records, and we got to play the commercials to pay the rent, and we have news so that people will know that the Chicken Little was wrong.
The world still exists as you know it.
But the whole idea is to the whole idea of the show is to have fun. We have a lot of fun doing the show. It's like getting paid to go play. We really have a ball in there, and it's very exhausting, and we work very hard in order to make it that way. But still, in all, the bottom line is that it's a fun thing to do.
Isn't that true?
Unusual but true.
We love you, Atlanta. And don't forget, thanks for coming by. Take it away, John.
I am convinced.
They're funny, aren't they?
They really are. I'm convinced that the reason that they are so popular is because, I mean, they do make fun of people, but they're never malicious about it.
Mr. Turkey did not show up.
I'm sorry to hear that. Well, there'll be some happy honking coming up now because CNN's music experts Ross and Wilson are counting down the top 10 pop music singles. They also have some news about Diana Ross and disco queen Donna Summers.
Hello, we're Ross and Wilson.
Welcome once again to Music Notes here on the Cable News Network.
Just testing out camera 5.
Time to take a look at the best-selling all-time Can we go through this? Pop music charts across the country right now, starting with number 10. Here's my partner, Ross. You'll never see a face like that again, Britain, on this network.
Rocky Burnett this week at number 10, Tired of Toe of the Line.
One Fine Day is at number 9, the old Marvelettes tune with Carole King.
Bette Midler's The Rose drops to number 8 this week.
Still wilting, Stand By Me, Mickey Gilley from the Urbane Cowboy soundtrack album.
Little Genie, Elton John's big hit, is on its way down. That's at number 6 this week.
My favorite, Let Me Love You Tonight. That's at number 5 with Pure Prairie League.
Kenny Rogers' Love the World Away is at number 4.
Cupid, I've Loved You for a Long Time. They're the Spinners' big hit at number 3.
Kim Carnes' More Love is at number 2.
And Abracadabra, here we are at number 1 already, Magic with Olivia Newton-John. And now, endeavoring to keep yet still another straight face, here's my partner, Ross Grimace Britton.
I think I just ruined my credibility. Elsewhere in the record world, if you're into a little light reading about the origins of rock and roll, Dial Books is getting ready to publish Diana Ross's autobiography this fall.
Yawn.
The book will be called I'm Going to Make You Love Me. Sound familiar?
No.
And is written by author James Haskin, who also has books about Stevie Wonder and other black superstars to his credit. A large Music Notes congratulations going out to superstar Donna Summer.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
After turning to God, found a new husband by turning around. Her new mate is none other than Bruce Sedano of Donna's backup group, Brooklyn Dreams. The couple were married July 16th. And word from Hollywood is that we can expect 77 minutes of Linda Ronstadt during her first home box office special,
Linda Ronstadt?
which is scheduled to be shown at home around the end of August. And with a letter from a viewer, Linda Ronstadt's biggest fan, Brian Wilson.
Boy, am I. I can't wait for that. She's just incredible. You know,
Brian, the letter.
We have another letter here, friends, from a scintillating and probing letter from one of our viewers. This one comes from a Mr. T. Turner, somewhere off the coast of Rhode Island.
Oh, really?
And he writes, "Hey, do either one of you numbskulls know anything about sailing?" And it's signed, Captain Courageous.
Well?
Well, not really. I do know a good port when I see one, though.
I don't want to talk about it.
If you've got a question, write it down, send it in to us. Ross and Wilson Music Notes, Cable News Network here in Atlanta, Georgia. Make up your own zip code.